All right, welcome everybody. We are here for the blue collar crypto. So it's about cryptocurrency. Tim Tarosian titles this show Blue Collar Crypto. It's a tech show. That's from our names, Tim, Emily, and Kurt. I'm Kurt Roska. Pleased to be here co-hosting with Tim and Emily for Blue Collar Crypto. We have our founder, Tim Tarosian, here, and we are ready to do a nice little thing of entertainment here, edutainment. We're going to educate on cryptocurrency, and we give a thanks out there to Marcus Hart, our podcasting mogul with Transform You Media Network, and we also are thankful that we have our brother Zach Clayton. So he is making this newest addition to the Pact channel. Podcasts all come together, the Pact channel. And then we give great kudos out there to the Disability channel. So we have quite a media conglomeration coming together here, and Tim is a part of it. So we are managing 14 shows, including this Blue Collar Crypto. And so Tim Tarosian, take it away. What do you have in store for us right now on Blue Collar Crypto?
Well, I'm going to go to the chat box, right? And I'm going to start introducing different ways that that a person could make money in cryptocurrency. And because we're on Blue Collar Crypto, right? What that means for those who don't know what blue collar is you punch in the time clock and you work for somebody. So you might go to a factory, right? Or even if you go to an office and you work, maybe you're a secretary. So let's include that also. So let's call it blue collar, first shift, second shift, third shift. First shift would be 6 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's say you like working second shift and you interviewed for a job that's from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And third shift is overnight. Third shift is blue collar, all shifts. There you go, all shifts, blue collar. So I'm going to discuss mining, which is creating cryptocurrency from basically out of thin air, actually, if you have a computer. So I'm going to type that in, mining. Another one is you can exchange dollars for crypto. So I would call that investing, the old-fashioned investing. You might understand that a crypto is going to increase in value. So let's call that crypto investing. So if you think a crypto coin is going to increase in value, you take your dollars and you buy that crypto coin with your United States dollars. And so a lot of, so you're letting go of good old United States dollars. So, what's wrong with that, right? You're taking dollars and you're exchanging it for something else that's not a dollar. Does that mean the dollar is not valuable? So I would kind of like to discuss that. All in all, in the end, if you make money in cryptos, the United States government will tax you because you are earning an income. And I think right now the government is trying to figure out how to tax you if you're making a living with cryptocurrency. It is a job, so they're going to come and probably tax you. So you should consider the tax. I'm going to type this in here, tax implications of crypto employment, right? Let's call it crypto employment. So what does the United States government think of that? And if you're going to a job, you're going to pay taxes either while you're working on your paycheck and in blue collar, or at the end of the year, you file taxes and you pay taxes. The same thing with crypto. So let's go through the different ways. We've already discussed mining for cryptos, where you create cryptocurrency from your computer. Crypto investing, where you exchange dollars for a crypto coin that you think is going to go up in value. Crypto investing, such as let's say Bitcoin. Let's say you bought it for $25, and one day it becomes worth $50,000. Well, that's 100 times 1,000. That's 100,000. 100,000%. You know. So let's say, let me put that in the chat. 100. So you know what it looks like. 100,000% return. Okay. How does that compare to what your bank gives you? A bank will give you a typical return of 1%. So there you have it. Here's a reason why 1% return. Let me type that in the chat here. If you're looking at the chat, 1% return. So that's a typical bank return versus 100,000% return. That's the money that you make on when you give them your dollars. That's what you get back. With a 1% return, I'm getting a penny back. With $100,000%, I'm getting $100 back for my $1. So in one case, I'm getting a penny. In the other case, I'm getting $100 for $1 investment. So, but let's move on to another foresting. It's called fielding, foresting, farming. Foresting, farming. Let's call it foresting. Let's call it crypto farming. And then what exactly is crypto farming? Yield, excuse me. This is the right term for it. It's called yield harvesting. And why are we talking about yield harvesting here? This is something that you have to Google it, right? Here's another way to make money in crypto. Yield harvesting. If you Google that, I'm going to type that in. Google yield harvesting. Harvesting. Okay. And if you do that, you'll get a YouTube video. Okay. On yield harvesting. There we go. And you can watch it. You can watch a YouTube video that explains yield harvesting. Another way to make money in cryptos is yield harvesting. And soon, okay, employment. I'm going to put employment after yield harvesting. And when we expand on this program, we're going to find new ways to make money outside of crypto, using perhaps any of the new businesses, big corporations, Amazon, or anything such as that. We're going to investigate new ways that people haven't heard of, or and hopefully get some people in here that will show you how to do this, how to make money doing these different strategies. Walmart recently has issued their own cryptocurrency, their coin. That's fairly interesting. The president has suggested that the government will now be making their own, minting a brand new coin, a crypto coin. That's fairly interesting that the United States government is going to now be dealing in crypto. And the banks and corporations are picking, the banks are finding their own crypto coin that they like. The Fed is severely, they're fairly confused on what direction to go. They have not made any pronouncements yet. They're trying to figure out how to keep us out of a recession. They're trying to figure out how to tackle inflation. And on the news today, their economists are suggesting that the Fed doesn't exactly know what to do, that we are either headed for higher inflation, a recession, one or the other, or both, right? So I'm going to put that in the chat. Inflation. So, and then recession. So what does that mean? What does that mean to the average blue collar guy, right? Why is that important? Does it matter? What does recession mean? If you work for a living and your wages went up, and let's just take inflation. Let's say my wages went up and I'm really happy that I have more money. Maybe I can, pay my bills or sock some money away. But then I recognize that as my wages went up, the dollar amount on my check has gone up every week. I noticed this, right? So I noticed that on the way home, I want to, I want to have I don't want to cook. I want to get some fast food, Culver's, as we have here, McDonald's, Burger King. And I noticed that it's like $10 for a meal. So, hey, what happened? It was 7, now it's 10. So the dollars that I earned at the factory, they don't go very far anymore. They gave me more of them, but then when I go to purchase things, they want more of my money. That is called inflation. So even though wages have gone up, let's call that wage inflation. Now we have price inflation. So it evens out. We didn't really make any more money because our bills, they're all going up. Rents are going up. Taxes are going up. Rents and taxes going up, that's inflation also. Anytime a price goes up, any kind of price anywhere, anytime you spend money and they want more of it, that's what you call inflation. Now, how does that relate to cryptocurrency? What is the connection between cryptocurrency and our government printing more dollars? It's probably a very positive thing that we have more different ways to invest our money, especially for the common man to buy cryptocurrencies, and they can invest in it. They can go mining, they can do yield harvesting, they can do decentralized finance. They have more control on ways to make money than we did before. We have more control over our currency. Currency being a dollar, being a Bitcoin, gold. Let's include silver. Any of the cryptos that I mentioned, Ethereum. We have more control because we can invest in these. We can create them from our computer. We can do yield harvesting, decentralized finance. We can find out from Google videos, from YouTube videos, how to do this. So we have more control over our financial futures. More ways to make money. So that is the power. I'm just going to type that in, the more ways to make money, to earn a living. Okay. And that is the power of crypto. That is, let me fix that here in the chat. That is the power, more ways to earn a living. That is the power of crypto. Okay. So in future shows, we're going to expand upon crypto. We're going to find other ways to earn a living with crypto and outside of crypto. There are other strategies that I'm going to address. If a show goes to a whole hour, 30 minutes is fine, but we may be able to go at a whole hour. We may get experts in here to help us with these different strategies for earning money. A lot of people, they're disabled, they might be veterans, might be listening. Here's your chance. Here's your chance to make that little extra $1,000 or whatever you can make, and keep your benefits, or whatever you feel comfortable with every month. So also people, whoever is doing this, it's good. It's good for somebody to be making extra money with crypto, especially if you're getting government money, right? There's nothing wrong with that. More money in the economy is good. It doesn't matter how it gets in our economy. The dollar is going to be just fine. Don't worry about it, right? Inflation is a problem, but we're going to have inflation. The fact that we have cryptocurrency makes the inflation a little bit easier to take. So let's figure out how to make a living with cryptos. Let's figure out how to make more money every month. And let's teach each other how to do this. So not much more to say today. We introduced yield harvesting today. You can Google yield harvesting, and you will get a result if you do this. That's my promise. Yield harvesting. What is it? Google it. That's what I'm telling you to do here. Yield harvesting, Google it, right? And there's another way to make money in crypto. So with that, I'm going to leave it back to the host. Let's keep checking and seeing what the government's going to do. Every article in the paper is interesting. Everything they say about cryptos. Keep reading the paper. Keep Googling. Back to you, Kurt.
All right. Wow. Power packed with information, and we are turning things up a notch. We are lifting off of the basic intro, and we are enriching these podcasts now with a lot of nuggets. So really helping people take a deep dive now into the field of cryptocurrency, getting comfortable with all the lingo and terminology and little self-study methodology going on here. We got our podcast engineer, Emily Gulmer, working hard to transpose this over to Facebook and add in these notes as we're going into the chat, that these notes are going right along with the YouTube video here. And we are greatly appreciating all of the listening and viewing going on out there by all of you. And definitely feel free to get those reactions going, liking, loving, whatever it is, the wow factor. And then make some comments of your own, please, and let us know what your experience is with cryptocurrency. And let's make this a collaboration, blue collar crypto. And this is a cryptocurrency community, a user community. And we are here that all of us can share best practices and principles and and really help more and more of us take advantage of the resource that is cryptocurrency. So, Tim, I'm sure you don't claim a monopoly in all there is to know about cryptocurrency, correct?
Yeah, I wish I did, right? I know a little bit about it, but I'm happy with my understanding of it and that I can convey something. I understand it enough that I can impart that information. And then in a collegiate sense, in a scholastic and school sense, help people understand. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm following its history. It's history in the making. That's where it is. It's our economy creating itself, reinventing ourselves. So that's why I don't know, because it changes all the time. That's a very dynamic change in our economy right now that's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely can be very exciting. We know there's a lot of people out there benefiting greatly from the cryptocurrency exchanges, and with their accounts, it's been profitable for them. And as with anything out in the marketplace, there are inherent risks. So people have to understand that as we say all this, it's not any guarantee by any means. But it is. Out there running right alongside of the stock market, and with mutual funds, and just putting money in your bank, your neighborhood bank, and all these things. This is another thing to look at for diversifying your portfolio. So let's get that savviness going and not miss out on the future that is cryptocurrency. And so with that, I want to take this moment to give a special milestone announcement here. Basically, we are working away for the next couple weeks to set something up absolutely magnificent for a day after one of our originating podcasts. We produce these shows on Sundays, but the day after a particular Sunday will be April 4th. So we'll have an April 3rd podcast, Blue Collar Crypto, and we will be singing happy birthday for one of our blue collar friends, Emily, here. And so that'll be a big deal. So maybe we'll have Emily set up an account where she can accept gifts in the form of cryptocurrency. What do you think about that, Emily?
That's a interesting concept.
So here we go.
It might be maybe sometime, I don't know about for this birthday in a few weeks, but
Well, come on, Emily.
but
We've got a
Yeah.
cryptocurrency guru.
if someone set it up, that would.
But what we may do is we may figure out a way to support Project Die Hard, where we're working hard to help Hope Stock, which will be weekends worth of fun, culminating right into our blue collar cryptocurrency episode on Sunday, July 31st. But the whole event is a whole weekend, July 29th, 30th, 31st. So maybe we can open up a cryptocurrency account to support Hope Stock, and see what people out there want to do to help this reality that we're losing way too many lives to veteran suicide.
Yeah. I think so.
And we
so.
also
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
fold in, we want to give reference to, we were having a little Sean Connery conversation
Yeah.
before the show in pre-production.
Right.
So we're going to give acknowledgement. A year and a half ago, we lost that great contributor to the world, Sean Connery, and we were imbibing in his legacy and everything he left for us. So Tim has stipulated, even while he's doing the show, typing in all the notes, that we're dedicating the show to Sean Connery, and we had that kind of imbibing in pre-production. So anything else to add, Tim?
Not really. I think that the show went well, and we did the best we could, and congratulations to the best hosts in the cryptocurrency world. So
Yeah, so,
Right.
so the thing that helps the whole realm of cryptocurrency is more involvement. The more everybody gets involved in cryptocurrency, actually, the more stable it will become. Because if we have all 7.8 billion people on planet Earth participating in cryptocurrency, that helps the whole cryptocurrency market be as stable as possible. They call it the law of large numbers, where it becomes as predictable as mathematics would let us analyze the different cryptocurrency opportunities, the options, and to do our best to participate in the best ones that'll serve us well. And that's what Tim's trying to do here, give us
Yeah.
some guideposts for how we look
Yeah.
at that and make our own
You know,
cryptocurrency.
we're all speaking the same language, the language of cryptocurrency. Doesn't matter what language you speak, right? You can participate in this. It crosses borders, it crosses continents. It's good for democracy. Up till now, we've just had governments making our money for us, creating coins. Now we have the democratic will of the people doing this together and creating value where there wasn't any value to begin with. So yeah, for democracy, what we try to export to other countries, they're going to be creating it through cryptocurrency. That is what I believe. Yeah, go ahead.
There you have it. So you mentioned about value, the value here kind of worked the same way, where there was a day, Tim, when you were not doing the Blue Collar Crypto Show, and then you began it, and that value started. And I think the value of these shows is elevating. So we're investing our time into doing this show. And so again, thank you all of you out there for participating in this episode. We look forward to seeing you next week. You're seeing the background, that time check of 3:07, in the background by Tim's clock. And I mentioned the clock because it's significant today, where we are into daylight savings time. So we're a little bit brighter today as compared to last week at this 3:07 going on 3:08 here pretty soon. And then next week, we're looking forward to our springing into cryptocurrency episode, Blue Collar Crypto, springing into crypto, the beginning of spring episode right here, back with another tech show. Tim, Emily, and Kurt. So I'm Kurt Roskoff. Please, we got another great one in today. Looking forward to the next one. And let's finish off winter strong and be ready to be back with us next week as we spring into action for the beginning of spring. Bye for now. Y'all come back now. You hear?
Okay.